life where things just don't go as planned. So here's what I like to call the 3 P's of change. And they are pause, pivot, and protect. First, when things are going crazy, just pause for a second. You don't need to make any decisions. You don't need to make any changes. Just pause. And then when your mind is a little bit more clear and you're feeling a bit more grounded, then make the pivot that you need to make to get to where you want to go.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday, March 30th, 2023. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I was just hanging out over on the Instagram, and yesterday I had a lot of comments about where Frida, the dog, has been. I posted a post in the community tab just to let you guys know that Frida, who happens to be a Treen Walker Coonhound, is totally fine. She has just been spending a lot more time downstairs with her sister, Sweetie, who is also a Treen Walker Coonhound, and the two of them are living their best lives. She just hasn't been spending as much time with me lately. Go figure. I guess her separation anxiety is getting better. But thank you all so much for asking about her, and if you want to see all the new pics, make sure you check them out. So let's talk about what's going on with the sister wives. We can talk a little bit about what's going on with Meri. We can talk a little bit what's going on with Janelle. And then I wanted to talk with you about some legal problems that Kody and Robyn are having. You know, it's not that hard to just do the bare minimum as a human being and pay things when you get tickets and make sure that all your registrations are up and on par. If you have a court date, you either show up or make sure that your lawyer shows up, you know, basics. Well, Robyn and Kody both have found themselves in trouble due to their inability to pay and complete programs. And it's going to make life a little bit more challenging for them. Perhaps this is why they are now considering moving. LOL. So when we talk a little bit more about that, then we're going to jump on over to Meri, who has given life advice, still going with that life advice, and with Janelle, who has been on a massive transformation. And let's just say I love to see a woman thriving. It's been pretty busy with the Sister Wives content. Yesterday I did a video where I also talked about Josh Duggar, and I combined that with the Vanderpump Rules. Sometimes you will see videos on this channel that are going to have 2-for-1s, where the first half of a video will be one topic, the second half will be another topic. That just allows me to combine topics so that I can get multiple things out without having to make numerous videos, which I know some of you don't like that, but it makes my life a little bit easier to combine. So please help me by welcoming new content, new ideas, new concepts to the channel. And also, if there's any shows that you're interested in me covering, let me know. We will never shy away from covering the cults that we do here at Without a Crystal Ball. So let's dive into today's topic. You guys, do me a big favor. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. If you are part of that percentage that is watching every single day and you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button on the way out. If you have a comment, make sure to leave one if you have something to say about this video or just in general. And as always, share this video with your friends. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is Kody and Robyn. So Kody and Robyn have a house in Flagstaff, and they own a bunch of property, and they also have cars. Fun fact about Kody is that Kody and his friend Brian over the years have apparently run what's called a used car lot. Now, they were doing this when they lived in Nevada, and then he has now which is why on the show you'd often see him have different cars, and you'd be like, where did Kody get all these different cars? So he and Brian would apparently go to auction, buy different cars. Based on that, they would go to the different car auctions, they'd sell the cars, and he's done used car sales along with selling guns. He and his friend Brian and his brother-in-law, or his former brother-in-law, Nathan Diltz, have gone into a company in Utah called WOES Tactical, and they are accessories for firearms. Now, I did check to see if their company is registered as a dealer with the ATF, and they are not. So as far as I know, they're not actually selling weapons. And if they are, they may have to do it with somebody else's license. I don't know. Or they're doing it on a license that I don't know about. When you get a traffic ticket, or you get a moving violation, or you get some sort of traffic violation, you are given a citation. Some citations require that you go to court. Others require that you pay a fine. Others, you have to actually be arraigned, and you have bail, and all of that. So back in the fall of 2021, around October 2nd, Miss Robyn Brown was actually cited for operating a vehicle while using a wireless device. Now, in the state of Arizona, every single state has different laws about whether or not you can use your wireless device while driving. Arizona has a hands-off law, meaning you cannot use your phone while driving. You cannot text. You cannot hold your phone and talk on the phone while you're driving. You can use hands-free, but you cannot be on your phone while you're driving. And it's under the distracted drivers laws. And again, every single state is different, but in the state of Arizona, it's prohibited. So when someone is cited for this, they can basically be fined anywhere from $75 to $149 for their first violation, and anywhere from $150 to not more than $250 for a second or subsequent violation. They can also have different charges added to it if there's things like public safety enhancements, prosecutor charges, payment fees, fines, court enhancements. Basically, there's a lot of different ways the fines increase in cost. So when she got this fine, they sent in the case, an arraignment was set, and she was generated a fine of around $293. And she apparently either did not pay, or she tried to pay and it came back, but it resulted in her bail deposit or everything being forfeited, which means she didn't pay the fee. And now, because of that, she has a hold on her driving registration, meaning she cannot register any of her cars, and she has a hold with the motor vehicle department in the state of Arizona on her driver's license, and she can't do anything until she pays the delinquent fines. And so I clicked on the link to double check to see if she has the outstanding fine, and she does, but because it's been more than a year now, she actually can't pay it online, and she has to call the court. So this also will impact Kody, but Kody has his own problems. So apparently they both have issues with driving, because now she's got vehicle registration issues because of while driving her cell phone. And then Mr. Kody Brown has issues so back in 2020, when they had just been in Flagstaff about a year and a half, Kody ends up getting a speeding ticket, which, you guys, I don't normally talk about speeding tickets or even the driving with distracted license or the driving with a cell phone, but it's like these people sometimes are so irresponsible, they can't even pay these basic fines. And Kody is fined for going too fast. He gets a speeding ticket, which is speeding greater than reasonable and prudent, which basically just means that he was going over the speed limit. And it doesn't say like what the speed was, but this happens in September of 2020. Everything goes out to him. He's notified. He obviously gets pulled over. And he is assigned to doing defensive driving. So the judge says that he needs to complete defensive driving school, which basically means that when his violation was so significant that they wanted him learn how to drive better. So there's certain stipulations that have to meet these requirements, but Cody was apparently driving really fast, and so he had to go through defensive driving school. And then he also has a fine that was assigned to him. Again, the fine is not paid, and Cody's registration is held. And so anytime someone doesn't pay their tickets in the state of Arizona, they end up with the Traffic Ticket Enforcement Assistance Program. And that basically is what's set up to collect fines. And the Motor Vehicle Department is notified by courts of any of the fines and fees. And the Motor Vehicle Department will place a hold on all future registrations of vehicles owned or co-owned by individuals. The individual will be required to contact the courts and have indicated there's money owed and will be obligated to pay these fines and fees. Basically, until he pays these fines, they will not allow him to register his cars, which means that he can't register. Like every single year, you have to get new tabs for your cars. And that's basically what the hold means. He can't register. He can't get the cars up to date until he pays these fines. So not only does he have a hold on his account, but Robyn has one on him. And I verified that they both have active holds, and neither one of them have paid, and both have gone so long without paying them that they actually can't even pay them online. They actually have to contact the court directly to make the payment. So Cody has this massive habit of not only paying everything late. He's, when they moved from Las Vegas, I don't even know if you know this, they didn't pay for their sewer and their trash, and they had so many liens. I just think either Cody has way too much going on in his brain or he's just not responsible, but the guy just forgets to make payments. So right now, both Robyn and Cody have defensive driving, or both Cody and Robyn have driving issues preventing them from vehicle registration, meaning I don't know how Cody and Robyn are actually driving right now, or if they're using their kids' cars. We'll have to figure that out at another date. But Cody and Robyn literally can't do anything right. So Cody, go pay your traffic fines. Maybe you won't get in trouble with the state of Arizona. This man, it's so ridiculous. It's not that hard to just pay a traffic ticket. I haven't had one in years and years and years. But you best be sure as soon as you get one, you pay. The last thing you want is to have because they can not only put a registration on your car, but they can end up suspending your license if you don't end up paying your tickets. And your insurance goes up. Oh, just pay your fines, Cody. So while Cody's not paying his fines, probably because he's too broke to afford his traffic tickets, because he's so busy purchasing $1,100 necklaces. I know. Meri Brown is over on her Instagram, and she is basically giving life advice on how to handle change and how to manage when you're going through something difficult.
Moments in life where things just don't go as planned. So here's what I like to call the 3 P's of change. And they are pause, pivot, and protect. First, when things are going crazy, just pause for a second. You don't need to make any decisions. You don't need to make any changes. Just pause. And then when your mind is a little bit more clear and you're feeling a bit more grounded, then make the pivot that you need to make to get to where you want to go. And most importantly, protect yourself. Protect your heart. Protect your brain. Protect your surroundings. If you wouldn't let somebody into your home, don't let them into your head. As you're moving through this season in your life, you need to keep your brain clear. So please protect it. Feed it, nourish your heart, nourish your soul. Worthy up with me, my friends. You got this. Hi.
Meri's obviously going through a season where her life is completely and utterly changed. It's not where she thought it was going to be. She was committed to literally just living in misery with Cody for the rest of her life. And now that she has moved on, she's talking about how when you need to make a decision, don't make a decision when you're angry or you're upset. Give yourself time to reflect, which actually I think is great advice. Then she says, once you finally come to a better space that you can make the change, then pivot and make the change that you need to make. And then after you've made the change, protect yourself. And she says, protect your heart, protect your brain, protect yourself from being hurt again, protect your surroundings. If you wouldn't let someone into your home, don't let them into your head. So what I'm hearing from Meri is that when you're going through something, Take some time to think about it, make a change, and then protect yourself from the people that you're changing from, and try not to be affected by it. To me, this sounds like putting up a wall. It's okay to protect yourself for sure, but Meri is notorious for putting walls up and for not properly for not always dealing with things. She wants people to put up walls. So if you want to take advice from a woman that stayed in a marriage where she was really unhappy for years and years and years, is now finally out and is like going through all these MLM things thinking that she has life's answers, this is great advice. I do think it's good not to make decisions when you're mad though. Meanwhile, Janelle is looking phenomenal. You guys, she shared a photo on her Instagram, and I'm impressed with how great she's looking. I have always thought that Janelle is gorgeous, and I will never shame a woman that has any extra weight, and I don't focus on it, but she is looking so amazing that I wanted to do just a little shout out, support, love, show some love for Janelle. She is looking phenomenal. And while she thinks that it's the plexus, I guarantee you she's losing weight because she has changed her diet. She is probably way less stressed out. She is working out. She can finally do things for herself, and she's looking great. Christine's also looking phenomenal. It's amazing what happens when you get rid of dead weight and emotional baggage and get out of abusive situations. So while Kody and Robyn cannot even pay off their tickets and they can't even do what's right in basic humanity and show up for court, the other ladies are finding ways to move forward and move on. Are you surprised that Kody and Robyn have defensive issue? That Kody has defensive driving issues and that Robyn was talking on the phone? Do you think Robyn was on the phone with the nanny when she got pulled over? Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.